What's up, everybody? Welcome to a new passive income video. Today, guys, we're going to be talking about how to get your very first sale on Redbubble, or how to get your first Redbubble sale. Guys, I'm going to jump right in, all right? Before we talk about how to get your first sale, let's talk about the numbers on Redbubble, okay? The staggering numbers, guys, on Redbubble is that 80% of sellers haven't made a sale. Now, you have to keep in mind that there are over 800,000 sellers on Redbubble. I said that right. 800,000 sellers, okay? You have to keep in mind also, guys, that Redbubble is a huge platform. It's not like people aren't making sales. In fact, just the last calendar year, Redbubble has made over $559 million in revenue, okay? So for people that say Redbubble is dead, is it dead? All this craziness, it's not dead. Okay, I want to be clear about that. If a company makes over $559 million in revenue, it is not dead. There are over 800,000 sellers, and it's making almost, $500 million or more than $500 million. So keep that in mind, okay? But why 80%? Why is it that 80% of sellers haven't made a sale? Well, there's a lot of reasons why, and we can really do a statistical analysis on every single account, but we're not going to do that. We're going to look at a very interesting statistic that happens to be in parallel with this approach, and is that using a random sample that is not skewed or biased in any way, 80% of sellers have less than 300 designs. So I want to be clear on that. Let's look at those numbers again. 80% of sellers haven't made a sale, and also 80% of sellers have less than 300 designs. That should tell you something. And really what that should tell you is that 80% don't make a sale, 80% don't have over 300 designs. What that should say is that if you want to make your first sale, then you have to have over 300 designs, right? Let me run that back. Let me be clear about this. If 80% of the people on Redbubble have never made a sale, and 80% of people don't have over 300 designs, it means if you want to be part of the 20%, then you can't do what the 80% are doing. And that means you have to have over 300 designs. But hold up. Does that mean if I don't have over 300 designs, does that mean I won't make a sale or I won't make any money? And the answer is no, completely not, okay? Consider yourself lucky if you don't have over 300 designs and you have had sales. In fact, I had sales and I don't have over 300 designs on certain stores. Now, do I plan to fix that in the future? Absolutely. In fact, like I said, in 2022, which is literally here in a few days, every single month, I'm going to be creating a brand new 1,800 designs for each new store that I create, and we're going to be creating 10 stores. So, like I said, consider yourself lucky if you don't have over 300 designs and you have made sales or a sale, okay? But to make daily sales, what is that going to take? Well, the numbers are obvious. You're going to have to keep pushing 300 sales, past 300 sales, 500 sales, 600 designs, 600 designs, 800 designs, 1,000 designs, 2,000 designs, and so on. Some people may say Redbubble isn't a numbers game, and they could pull up a million examples. For example, Illustrated Design. They could say that person is a top seller. They have less than 90 designs. They might call me a liar and say, you know what? I've seen people make sales with less than 300 designs. And I'll say, yeah, they do exist. But let's take Illustrated Design, for example, okay? Because it's not just a numbers game, and I would agree with that. What makes Illustrated Design so successful? Is it their design quality? Is it their tag optimization, their title optimization, their design ranking? I would say all of those things. Can you agree with me? I think most people can agree. Well, guess what the chance of that actually happening for you is? It's 0.0000125%. Now, guys, that is a tiny, 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 tiny fraction of less than 1%, of 0.1%. Do you realize that 0.000125% is 6 digits smaller than a integer, than a 1? Than number 1? Can you imagine how small that is? So when people give me these examples of different accounts, I tell them, look, if you are part of that 0.000125%, you would have succeeded already. We wouldn't even need to talk about this. You would have been rolling off into the sunset, making 50 grand a month on Redbubble, and everything would have been perfectly fine. But the question is, does your designs match up? And you have to have self-awareness. See, I know me personally, my designs don't match up. I can't, for the life of me, I will never be able to create a design like Illustrata. I won't be able to create designs like the other top sellers on Redbubble. But what I could do is I have an element that is controllable to my success. That's the number of designs. Straight up. Because you got to ask yourself, is it quality or optimization? If we're talking about the very top 1% of sellers, right? Maybe even less than 1%. They have both nailed down. They have quality and they have optimization nailed down. I know that I can work well on optimization because that's a learnable trait. People can argue that that's not on talent, right? That's based on hard work and developing a skill. You can make the same argument for art, but I'd still make the argument that for art, it has a lot of talent in it. It's just a simple fact. I mean, there are some kids that they're born and they just know how to draw. They just know how to be good artists. Some kids don't, right? Well, let's say you want sales earlier. Let's say you don't want to wait for 300 designs. Let's say you want sales at 50, at 100, 150. Well, there is a solution, and I'll explain. You don't necessarily have to create 300 designs. But like I said, if you want to be guaranteeing to get your first sale, do 300 designs or more. Show how much you care about the business. Show how much this means to you and do it for yourself. But let's just say you don't want to do 300 designs. You want results earlier. You want results faster. There is a solution, believe it or not. The solution is to go back, change your tags and titles for your designs. And we're talking all of them. Now let's show some proof. Here's an example of Mark Wilder. He's a subscriber of the channel, and he went back and changed his designs, and I'm gonna change his tagging, and I want to read you his comment. He said, "Really enjoying your tuts and your tagging course. I went back through some of my earlier designs and retagged them based on what I've learned. Not only did I get my first sale, but I now rank on the first page for my keywords. Not at the top, but I'm on the board." So this is an individual who went back, right? Edited the tags of his designs, and I personally know him. Well, I don't personally know him, but I know him through YouTube, of course. I know his account and all this, and he has less than 100 designs, I believe. And he's got his first sale by editing the tags. And he also said that other designs, maybe they're not on the first page, but at least they're ranking, which is huge compared to having no designs at all and deciding to quit the whole business in total. And so, by the way, just a quick shout out, if you want to grab the same course that Mark got and a few other people got, and you feel like Redbubble tagging, optimizing your Redbubble tags can help you, I have a course on that, okay? Full course. It's not only about tagging, but it's about titling, and it's about optimizing for not only Redbubble, but for Google as well, because you have to keep in mind there's two search engines. I'll leave the link in the description box down below to this specific course, okay? It is the Redbubble tagging course. That's kind of what I call it, but we go over more than just Redbubble tagging. We go over, keywords. We go over titling. We go over Google. We go over Redbubble for the course, okay? But like I said, this is an individual who went back and worked on those designs. So if you guys notice here, there is an element of hard work either way, okay? And Mark is just one example of people who had less than 100 designs and went back and changed the tags and got his first sale. Notice that that's hard work, an element of hard work. So you know you the best. Is it time to go back, alter the tags and titles, and essentially hope for the best, because you can't really, you can change the design, but are you really going to change the designs for all of them and hope for the best and keep the same designs? Or can you create new designs, trying to maximize design quality, maximize title and tag quality? Which one is it? Either way, both of them are going to take a valiant effort. Both of them are going to be, quote unquote, hard to do or not easy to do. So people who are thinking that Redbubble is a get-rich-quick idea, if you're looking for get-rich-quick, you might as well invest in crypto, because this is not the place for that. This is what I call controllable income. With Redbubble, you can control your success. right? If you know that there are over 800,000 sellers and 80% of those sellers don't make money, you got to look at those numbers. Like I said, they don't have as many designs. Their tag quality is weak. Everything is weak about their businesses. You got to ask yourself, do I fit in the 80% category? Or can I do whatever it takes to not fit in that 80%? You guys, like I said, saw the example. This is a real person who made changes to their account. And I have more other people in the comments. If you guys go back to older videos, 4 days ago, 5 days ago, 2 days ago, yesterday, there are going to be comments that people are saying, I got my first sale, I got this, I did that. Just go back and read them. This is real. People are making money on Redbubble. Like I said, the company has made over $559 million in revenue just last year. Probably this year even more because their traffic went up. The point here is, guys, is that you can make money. You have to figure out what you're going to do. Are you going to work on your tags? Are you going to go back and edit your designs? Are you going to create new designs? What are you going to do? Either way, it comes down to one reason. If you're not making sales, it comes down to one reason. I tell everybody this. It comes down to your traffic. The reason why we make better designs, guys, the reason why we focus on title and tagging optimization is because it comes down to traffic. When we create better designs, when we create better tags, when we create better titles, that increases our traffic. The reason why I made sales in the first month, I think it was 18 sales the first month, the first 30 days on that brand new store with 130 designs, 18 sales, is because I boosted the traffic. I used Instagram for the traffic. I didn't wait for Redbubble to send me traffic. I used Instagram. Does that make sense? So at the end of the day, it's traffic that's the key. We optimize our tags, we optimize our titles, we do all these things for traffic. And like I said, I give a whole entire course that's being constantly updated. By the way, I'm adding 5 new lessons today to this specific course, and I'm constantly updating, but we have a whole course on just tagging and titling. And like I said, when you edit your tags and titles, you're optimizing for 2 search engines. The first search engine is Redbubble because you're on the Redbubble platform, right? And the second search engine is Google. Google is a huge place that gives you traffic. In fact, for me, when we're talking about our organic traffic on all my stores combined for not only Redbubble but for Google, if I combine that traffic, that organic traffic leads to about 70 to 80% of my traffic overall across all my stores. Now, there are some instances like the store that you saw yesterday in yesterday's video where I got 18 sales in 30 days on that store, and I used Instagram to promote it. Now, that was very controllable. I used an Instagram bot, and that Instagram bot is essentially a replacement for advertising, and that advertising is something that people pay for. I didn't pay for it in that case because I used the Instagram bot. So you have to ask yourself, how can I boost my traffic? Do I have to increase my quality of my design? Do I have to change up my tags? Do I have to change up my what can I do? You have to ask yourself this, right? And no matter what you decide to do, guys, whether you get the course and you work on your titling, whether you create new designs and you try to figure out how to make better designs and then you focus on your tags, realize that this is a joint effort in every aspect of the store. For example, if you got better designs, but you have terrible tags and titling, you're never going to make a sale because nobody's going to see it. Let's say you have phenomenal tags and titling, but a terrible design. You're never going to make a sale either. Yeah, people might be seeing your designs, but nobody's interested in buying it because it looks like garbage. But what if you have both? You have good tags, good titling, you're getting traffic from Google, from Redbubble, you have a great design, then you're going to make sales. Now, like I said, to be that 0.000125% of people is extremely rare. And you have to ask yourself, are you part of that group? If you're probably watching this video, you're not part of that group. I'm not part of that group either. Trust me, don't feel bad about that. But you have to work on the things that are controllable. Can you get a little bit better design quality? You probably can. Can you do a little bit better with your tagging? You probably can. Can you do a little bit better with your titling? You probably can. All right, guys, so this video is the solution to getting your first sale. All right? I've gotten comments. I'll give you an example. Somebody with the individual's name of Dodge Duck or Duck Dodgy or something like that, 2022, I think that's his name. He said, I have 7 designs, no sales. Well, my answer is, what do you expect? You have 7 designs. What's 7 designs going to get you in terms of traffic? The answer is nothing. You're going to turn that to 700 and then complain about no sales, because you will get sales if you have 700 designs. I don't care if those designs are ugly. Eventually, somebody's going to buy something. That's a lot of designs. And that's more than what most people have on their Redbubble stores. All right, guys. So that's it. I'll leave the link in the description to the course that I mentioned. You could go here to Autopilot Passive Income. Let me just go ahead and pull it up here. Autopilotpassiveincome.com. Click on Redbubble course. You can go and visit the course, or you can go ahead and click the link in the description box down below. Join the course if that's something you're interested in. Like I said, it's only for people who think that they can improve themselves and they're missing out on the tags and titling. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Bye.